Yay. I love that you guys are here. Happy Thursday. I promise we won't keep you very long. If this is the first time you've seen us off of social media, I'm so glad that you're here and you're spending just a few minutes with us. If you're new to me, my name is Jessica. I live in a double wide trailer in a holler in West Virginia. That expression has made me a lot of money. Just the girl next door that has worked two jobs her entire life and thought digital marketing was a scam. Anybody else, right, Dee Dee? I'm not anything special. I used to sell weight loss products on my Facebook, and I put half naked women that lost 5 pounds and make $4 from a little old lady, and I thought I was doing it. I thought I was living it up. And that's all I've ever known my entire life. I was a food stamp auditor for the state of West Virginia. You guys know what food stamps are? I used to go to people's houses and I would audit them and interview their neighbors and make sure they were telling the truth. I made $14 an hour, and my husband worked 12-hour shifts, and we had a massive amount of credit card debt because we were skimming the top. Have you ever heard that expression? Anybody ever skim the top? We had our bills paid, we show up for work every day, but that was it. We had credit card debt, we were skimming the top. If you lived that way, tell me in the chat. I want you to use the chat just like you do on TikTok because I can't see some of your faces and it helps me know that you're relating to me. In 2023, I bought 5 digital marketing courses. You hear me talk about it all the time. I spent a lot of money. I was begging somebody to teach me how to make money, and I got stuck in that scroll. Have you guys ever been stuck there, wondering if it was real, wondering if people were making money online? I didn't have followers. I never even made a TikTok video. 40 years old, thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I really wanted to make money online. So I did find a program that flipped my life. It taught me how to build a coaching community. It let me meet some amazing people. And then I realized so many people just like you need to make money, right? That's why you're here. Shake your head. You need to make money. That's why you got on this Zoom. You saw somebody on the internet that was making money that you related with, and you're like, all right, I gotta figure out what they're talking about. And I met you and I started coaching people like you. And then I realized so many people don't want to put their face on the internet like me. If you have seen me on TikTok or Rachel, I guess, because we got lots of people here from her, how many of you felt like she was talking to you in a private room, just you and her, or just you and me? If you've seen me, right, Travis? You've seen me and Rachel on a Zoom, you thought you were talking to just me and her, right? We're good at going live. I don't care what happens, right? Rachel had a spider crawl up her thing, a bug the other day. I have like just you name it. It's happened. But not everybody's meant to do that, right? And that's what I want to share with you tonight is other ways to make money online that's not going live or selling courses, things you can do behind the scenes. If that's okay with you, just put yes in the chat. For 2 years, I resold a program. Some of you were here from that program, maybe, and you know what I'm talking about, and I love it. It was a wonderful foundation for me, right, Sandy? But I needed more. I needed to offer you more. And I found the Boss Suite a few months ago. It's only been 3 months for me in Boss Suite. And it's a classroom that teaches you how to make money multiple different ways. I'm actually in the process of teaching my mom how to make income at 67 years old. 67 years old. She doesn't have the Boss Suite. She doesn't like have social media. She doesn't do videos. She's 67 and she's learning how to be a UGC creator. So if you have any doubt that you can't do this, I need you to set it over there on my nightstand. Shake your head with me. If my mother, that didn't even know what a hashtag was, right, Wendy? If she can learn how to make money as a UGC creator at 67 from her little iPhone 13, so can you. Okay? So can you. She just upgraded yesterday to a 17, so she's moving up in the world. But I want you to take all the skepticism away. Rachel and I pray for you. We bring this business to the Lord because we're not going to do it without Him. And I don't want you to ever feel pushed. I want you to feel educated on what you're doing. Okay. And that's what we're going to talk to you about. I'm going to show you the classroom. Rachel's going to talk to you about how to make money without your face and UGC. And I want you to think about the things that you would pay if you could just make enough for that one bill. We've talked about this on TikTok all the time. I want you to think about that. Mine was my mortgage. Anybody else? My mortgage is $650. Total transparency here, you guys. I live in a double wide trailer on family property. I have a tiny home. It's 2 bedroom, like 1,100 square feet. My little tiny mortgage, that's a lot. $650 is a lot to me. And when I came here, my husband was working 12-hour shifts and my desire was my mortgage. I wanted to pay my mortgage. I didn't have 100,000 followers on TikTok. I never went live. I never made videos. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I would have been talking to you people on a Thursday night at 8:30 on a Zoom, I would have laughed in your face and told you were crazy and shut the door. But the Lord had a bigger plan, right, Savannah? The Lord had a bigger plan. So I just want you to have an open mind. And you've probably heard me say this all the time. I know you're on your phone a lot, right, Travis? We are addicted to our phones. We're on them. They're glued to us all the time, right? I do. I have two of them. I have two of them. Okay. But I run a six-figure business. I'm about to get a third one just because sometimes I need one more, right? We're addicted to our phones. Why not try to pay that rent, right, Savannah? Why not try to pay that car insurance, right? And before we go any further, I know I should have done this at the beginning, but I got to do an income disclaimer. Is that okay? You may or may not pop off and make a crap ton of money really fast. That's my prayer for you. But the likelihood of that is not big. This mirage on the internet of people like going viral and making a bunch of money overnight, it doesn't live here. Okay. A lot of people that have done that already had followers. They already had a warm market. Maybe they sold weight loss products for 30 years, right? And they did one post and everybody they knew that didn't know bought from them. The likelihood of that is very slim because the internet now is not the same internet it was in 2020. Have you guys noticed that? It's not the same. It's not the same as it was last year. TikTok does updates, what, every 3 days and it throws everything off? It changes every day. But I want you to think about the time that you're on your phone and that bill that you want to pay. And we're going to commit to learning new things. So I want to know where you guys came from and if you saw me on TikTok, if you saw me on Facebook or Rachel. So I want to kind of gear where you're at. If you'll tell me in the chat. And if you already have a digital marketing program, but it's not giving you the fuel that you need to grow and make money, I want to know where you're at. TikTok. All right, Wendy, Canada. I love it. Yes, tell me where you're at too. I should have done that in the beginning. Rachel's in Arizona. She's going to tell you that. Sandy's here. She's in Boss Week too. And I live in West Virginia, and it is 4 degrees at my house. Canada is probably a little bit colder. It is ridiculous. We got more snow tonight, tomorrow, the next day. I'm just praying for the green grass. I just want to see the green grass. Following me for 2 years, Dee Dee said. Dee Dee's been my whole journey then, haven't you, sister? I love your pink hat, by the way. Um, Now, Boss Suite's a classroom. We talked about that. I'm going to show you the classroom. I'm going to share my screen and show you the classroom. Um, it'll teach you different ways to make money online. You can resell the program. How many of you have seen people reselling courses, right? If you're here, then if you want to start Boss Suite, you have to buy it from one of us, okay? For 2 years, Rachel and Sandy and I did a program that taught us how to resell a course. Go live, make a video, resell a program. There is nothing wrong with that. I need more. I need more. Is that okay? I need to teach Dee Dee how to make money without going live. And then I need to teach Travis how to make money on TikTok Shop because he would be good at that. I can just tell by looking at him. So when I went looking for options, I started looking at all these other programs. I started like talking to people that created them, talking to the people that was in that. And Boss Suite was created by Madison Hatton. She was in another program called SWC. She created this as a safe space. She's very compassionate. She's very kind-hearted. It is a safe space. And it's a classroom, Zooms every day, classroom, multiple different ways to make money. So I'm going to show you that, and I want to introduce you to Rachel. I want her to show you UGC. Yes or no in the chat. Have you heard her or I talk about UGC on TikTok? Have you guys heard us talk about UGC? UGC is where you can make money with partnering for products, and you don't ever have to have social media. My mother is doing it, and she doesn't put any videos on social media or her face. You can go to YouTube. I'm stealing Rachel's thunder. You can go to YouTube and figure it out, right, Jamie and Dee Dee? You could figure it out on your own. Not me. Not me. I get in the hamster wheel of YouTube, and then before you know it, I'm looking up chicken nugget recipes. So it just doesn't work out for me. So I'm going to quit talking because, I could talk all day because I get paid to do that and I'm good at it. But I'm going to let Rachel talk, and I want her to show you because she does a lot more UGC than I do. Okay?
Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm super excited you guys are here, especially because all of us want to make an income without showing our face, right? Like half of us want to. So a little bit about me. I am a stay-at-home mom. I live here in Arizona, like some of you guys. Actually, I didn't realize Beth is here too. But I live here in Arizona. We have amazing weather right now. So those of you that are under snow, I apologize now. But long story short, I've always been the mom that has looked for ways to make an income. I don't want to have to post on my personal social media. That's not me. Jess knows this. That's not me. I want ways that are different, right? I want ways that I can just do around my kids and things like that. So when I saw the Boss Suites and saw things like, you're telling me that I can literally do letter writing on an index card, a couple sentences, and make couple grand a month. Like that's the kind of stuff where like UGC or Amazon reviews, I started thinking like that is something I can do. I don't have to go live. I don't have to create content. I don't have to have followers. I don't even have to have a social media. That stuff made sense to me. Okay. I don't know how many of you guys are in that spot. Like, yes, that kind of stuff makes sense to me. I can do that because it's not on social media. Well, long story short is kind of going into UGC, the more I've learned about it. And did I already ask you guys, do you guys know what UGC is? User generated content? Just means it's a fancy word for brands. You work with brands and they're paying you to take pictures and videos of a product. Okay. Pictures and videos of a product, some with your face, some with not your face. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few examples here. And I'm going to actually show you one of the websites that I love because it literally allows you to do pictures and videos on it. Let me flip it around here real quick here. But one of these websites, because inside the Boss Suite, they actually give us like 20 websites we can use. Jess, can we see the screen? Yes. Okay. So inside one of these websites, and I'm actually really excited at the end, we're going to give you a small tip on this website. But inside of here, this is literally something you can do. If you notice right here, you'll see product only. These ones don't even need your face. They literally just want a picture of the product and they're going to pay you 25 bucks for it. Okay. Now, some people are going to ask, well, do I have to buy the product first? Some of them, yes. Some of them, they will ship it to you. Like this one, they're going to send it to you. You're not buying it first. But if you do buy it, they always reimburse you. Okay. So they always reimburse you. But what I love, so there's things for people that do not want to show their face whatsoever. What about a selfie, right? You can literally take a selfie with something like this and make 20 bucks on it. Okay. But this is the kind of stuff I started seeing that I could do. I don't have to be on social media. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I can literally take pictures and videos of a product. Okay. Now, my next question is, if you guys have an animal, can you put like what kind of animal you have in the chat? If you have a dog, a cat, horse, chickens, cows, whatever it is, right? When I started learning about this and seeing how, because I have like 30 chickens, a couple farm kitties, and a mini golden doodle. And when I started seeing this, that I can literally use my dog to make an income. I don't even have to show my face. You guys, there's somebody in our class, he works a full-time job. He wanted just a little bit, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here he could do to make an income doing UGC. He came here literally for UGC. Now, what I love about his story is he got a brand deal with a pain joint medication for dogs. And he was able to get a deal where it was $200 per video, 20 seconds of a video of his dog in the product. It's that kind of stuff that it's like, sure, there's little items like this. And then, but inside the Boss Suite, inside the class we're going to talk about here in just a minute, they're giving you 20 websites to work with. It might be 25 now, but 20 websites to work with. And the reason why I love that is sure, right now we could all go Google and YouTube how to use these websites I'm talking about right now. I know for me, I was terrified just looking into them. I was terrified that, well, what happens if I get into a wrong website or a bad website? And what happens if there's a scammer? Like those are things that terrify me. I like that inside the Boss Suite, there's a coach over it. She's done this for however long. There's a coach here and she brings us websites that work, that she works with every day. And that's what I love about it. They're good websites to work with. I don't have to worry about the scammy stuff. But anyway, so that's a little bit on here. And I'm going to show you actually real quick because you can filter this. If you're like, ooh, I'm Rachel, I'm totally okay showing my face. What about like videos? Okay, so let me give you an example. Unboxing video, literally pulling a something out of a box. Okay, right here, literally this little cream. They want a video, 30 seconds of a video you putting on this cream or taking it out of the box and putting it on. 60 bucks for the cream. Okay, they're paying you 60 bucks. So you can kind of see here's a bed. You have to have a queen bed. Pulling a bed out of a box, 60 bucks. They're paying for this. Okay, some of these actually, like right here, it says free product. It will be shipped to you. So you're not buying this one first. But the point is there's websites like this. This is only one of like 20 that we have that they walk us through. They literally, like how you're looking at my screen right now, they train us how to use these websites. So we're not sitting here being like, wait, I don't know what that means. I don't know what to do. They show you how to do it, which again, I'm one that needs that. I get lost on YouTube just like the rest of us. But what I also love within our community, it's interactive. So when those of us that get stuck on something, do you guys ever get stuck on stuff like maybe on YouTube, you get stuck. Maybe you're like, if you've ever gone through a college class and you're sitting at home with the homework and you don't know what to do. I'm the person that needs like the teacher's cell phone number to be like, hey, I've got some problems. What I love is we have an interactive community here. So you can literally snap a picture of what you're struggling with and send it in the community. And the coach that's over that or the people that have already done it can say, oh yeah, Rachel, this is where you missed. You got to go back to this step. That's the kind of help that I needed, especially with something so foreign to me as UGC or letter writing or Amazon reviews. It's foreign to me. I need the extra help. So now you can kind of see how this works. Obviously, if you're like, Rachel, I could totally be on camera. You know, I'm going to just show you real quick, just so you have an idea. This gets really exciting. But if you're willing to take like a TikTok video or a TikTok shop video, check this out. When you hook TikTok shop with UGC, watch what happens. Okay. Right here, literally some like weight loss kit. Okay. Just to take a video of this, $500. Yes, you have to show your face on that one. Yes, you have to show how it works. But $500 literally for a video of this right here. And you're going to ask what a certificate means. Certificate needed means just you have to show them that you can take pictures and videos. That's all it means. And for these ones, you're going to hook like a TikTok to it, if that makes sense. And then they go through it. But you can kind of see how it works, right? Okay. Super simple. But the point is most of us have always thought, let me go back to my screen here. Most of us have always thought that we have to be on social media to make an income. And the answer is you do not have to. You should never feel like you are stuck in a box of something that does not, align with you or vibe with you. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, but you should never feel like you're stuck in something that does not work for you. A lot of people right now, if Jessica and I said the only way you can make an income here is doing what her and I would do, all of you would be like, screw that. We are not being on there because that might not vibe with you. But how many of you right now, and I just have a question, how many of you right now, based off of all the things that I've just told you between UGC, maybe doing writing letters or doing Amazon reviews, how many right now could do stuff like that? Literally take a picture or a video with a product. Okay, put in the chat. Do you think you could already do something like that? Okay, with some help, of course, right? Travis is Kim's coming, right? In the next 10 minutes or so. Yeah. But that right there, most of us could already do stuff like that. Okay. Now, my question is, could you see yourself doing it? Because, yeah, you could do it, but could you see yourself doing it? Applying for deals. I'm not going to say it's like super easy and it's all flowers and butterflies and rainbows. I'm not going to say that because there's going to be jobs that you apply for and you might not get it. That's okay. We move on and we keep going. Okay. But that's what I love about this is it's literally giving us so many websites on the bigger class. And we're going to go over that, but it's giving us websites to work with. Okay. So that you can literally tackle, because when I came here, just to give you guys an idea, I went from living paycheck to paycheck, literally like terrified. I let my health insurance lapse, all of the things, choosing between the electric bill and the water bill, that kind of garbage that I was in. I call it a dumpster fire of a situation. It was horrible. But you guys, I got this because I saw that something that I could do. I don't have to sell a class. I don't have to chase people. I can do something as simple as making pictures and videos for people. Okay. For brands. That is something that I can do. But what I want to explain though is you should never feel like you have to fit in this mold of, oh, I have to make videos and I have to go live. You don't have to do that. You can literally do something simple like letter writing or Amazon reviews or UGC. Okay. What was the other thing I was going to go over real quick? But I came here with a determination because of the problem that we were dealing with. I came here with a determination of this class is going to give me everything I need. I researched the heck of this stuff. I jumped on one of these calls and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do this. I came here and thought, you know what? I'm a stay-at-home. I've got 2 little kids at my feet all day long. If I buckle down, okay, and I stop watching Netflix and Friends at nighttime because it's my favorite show, if I stop doing that and scrolling my phone, what if I start learning how to do UGC or Amazon reviews? If I start learning to do stuff like that, maybe I can change our situation. So I started waking up early and going to bed late and just learning at my convenience, if you will, like even in the carpool lane, learning how to do stuff like this. You guys, I flipped my life upside down just because I had the desire to change. Okay. I'm going to tell you all right now, this all takes desire to change because we can't just think it's going to come out of the air. It just doesn't happen. Right. But the point is, if you have a desire and you're willing to like jump in the classroom and you're willing to learn and jump on these calls and learn things like UGC or Amazon reviews, I'm telling you right now, you cannot fail if you are willing to work your butt off. Okay. Was there anything else you want me to go over, Jess?
Didi asked a question about being established to be a UGC creator, and I want you to touch on like the different, because you do join brands and I've done Upwork and they're totally different. So if you want to kind of hit on that a little.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and so a lot of these websites, you do not have to be established at all. Like join brands, like the second that I got in that website and I got certified, I literally took a picture to give you an idea. I took a picture with me in a can of Soda Pop. That's how I got certified. I literally showed them that I can take pictures and videos. They started reaching out to me with jobs within a day. They were only like $5, things I would never use, some like appetite suppressant thing. I would never use this product, but I started picking up these jobs, just taking pictures. They were little, but it started giving me this like presence on the app. And then I started getting more and more and more. And so it's like, and then of course, I wake up Friday morning with, because I had applied on Thursday night for a job to do, my husband and I were going to take a picture with a Valentine's card. I was going to buy a $14 Valentine's card and they're going to pay me $100 for that selfie. Okay, so it's things like that. Or what was the other one? Oh, a micro needling. Literally, they reached out to me. I didn't even apply for that job. They reached out to me because again, I already had like a few reviews and stuff, but they reached out to me. All they wanted was a picture with me in a box and the micro needling thing. $30. They were paying me for a selfie. So you can
Yes,
kind of already see how it works. It's like it's
there's so much.
simple. There's going to be jobs you might not get, but no, you do not have to have a presence. Obviously, the more you keep doing stuff, especially with some of these websites, yes, you can get bigger and better jobs. Like the fact that they paid me $30 for a selfie. I mean, I don't say that's super normal, but I feel like it was the experience that, like, the few jobs that I did that helped me get that.
You have to, some of them build rapport. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like they have to see that you've worked with this, you got one job or two jobs, and then you'll start getting other ones. Do you know what I mean? And that's what, like my mom has done it a week. She's applied to a bunch of jobs. She hasn't got any of them yet, but they have all looked at her stuff and she's building that rapport. My mom doesn't have social media. My mom's videos are not super like great. You know what I mean? Like she's never even made videos before. She has three things coming in the mail that they approved her for. So once she does the video, they'll pay her. So I guess she did get a job. She just hasn't got paid for it yet. So the apps, so when you make a video, sometimes they go back to the app, they go to the website, they go to a Google Doc. You don't put them on your social media. They use it as their advertisement. But a lot of times it's not your face. And I got one that was completely different and they sent me the product and that didn't, it was on Upwork. Somebody asked the other site, Upwork. And they sent me the product and they wanted 6 videos of me opening the stuff out of the box and they paid me $90. I didn't use my face or anything. So again, these are things that inside, I'm going to show you. Okay, you guys want to see it inside of Boss Suite? That's just one way. Will you guys will you tell me if you understand that UGC is just one way? There's 19 other modules inside of Boss Suite. Okay? And I'm going to use Dee Dee and her pretty pink hat. Dee Dee might want to resell the course. I mean, some of you don't want to go live. That's perfectly fine. Some of you want to hit the ground running, right? I want to ask Rachel. Rachel does UGC and Rachel does resells the course and goes live, right? Because some of you met her on TikTok. Rachel, how much have you made and how much time?
Let's see, I've been here since November 5th. Okay. I know I get so excited. Since November 5th. And I have gotten 15,600 since November 5th.
$15,000 in less than 3
Less
months.
than 3 months. Mm-hmm.
And you have 8,000 followers on TikTok. So you don't have an enormous amount. I know some of you see me and I have 130,000 followers and you automatically think, well, of course you're making a lot of money, don't you? You have a lot of followers. You don't need a lot of followers to make money online. Actually, if you've ever seen Rachel on live, TikTok pushes her videos out way more than they do mine. And I have tons of followers. So that stigmatism that you have to have a bunch of followers and you have to do all that to make money has to go, right, Dee Dee? It has to go. That's a number that doesn't matter. Right, Savannah? It doesn't matter. Um, how many of you want to see the back end of the classroom? Do you guys want me to share my screen and show you? Okay, I want to look at that and I want you to have an open mind. And if you've seen me on TikTok, you hear Rachel and I talk about this all the time. It is an effort. It's a classroom. I'm gonna stop scrolling and spend 30 minutes and learn how to do this, right? There's nothing on the internet that's just gonna be like, oh, look at me, I'm a millionaire. But I've bought 7 programs. Anybody else bought other programs? I know Rachel has spent thousands of dollars on mentorship, right? And the Lord put her in my community, and now we're current best friends, and we like to sit around and make money together. But I bought 7 programs, and it's okay, right, Wendy? It's okay to buy one and learn as much as you can from it, and then realize you've got to move on. It's okay. We're not a tree. It's okay to move. I'm going to show you the back end of the classroom. I want you to look at it. I'm going to show you all the different stuff that it teaches you. Um, and then I want to talk to you. If you do have to leave, Rachel and I are doing cash back tonight, and we have 2 freebies to give you if you want to purchase before midnight. So if you have to leave, I don't want you to miss out. Everybody good? Okay. Travis left. Now he came back. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. Can you guys see my screen? You good? Okay. Let me try to make this big. Now, this is the Boss Suite in the school. If you've heard of the school, put yes. This is a different platform than it's not social media. This is where you learn everything. Now, my daughter took like painting lessons and it was in the school and it was when she was in the fifth grade or something. And I had never used it since then. I had no idea there was so much education on the school platform. So you get put in this platform and this is the calendar. So I want to take you to the calendar. These are all the calls we had this week. One, two, three, four, five. These are live trainings. They are recorded, and these are everything that you can watch. Okay. Every week, this is updated. Okay, so Monday's mindset, Tuesdays for people that are brand new, every Wednesday, I'm an actual permanent coach in that community. If you guys didn't know that, every Wednesday morning, I do training inside of Boss Suite. And there's a training or a tech call, and then every Thursday night there's a call just like this inside of Boss Suite. So when you start it, you could get people that might want to do what we do, and you can get them on the community, and we explain it for you. Let me know if that makes sense. I can't see the chat, but I can answer it when I'm done. And then the classroom is where the magic happens. So are we good with all this? Can you guys see this okay? When you start, you'll go module 0, you'll go the welcome module. If you want to resell Boss Suite, they make the website for you. If you guys have been in another program, you've had to do funnels and domains and let everything connect. I had a link to resell Boss Suite within 12 hours. How many of you have seen a Stan store, a Beacon store, an Amazon storefront? Have you ever guys bought anything from that? The tech people inside of Boss Suite make your link for you for free. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Here you go. Here's my login. They make you a link. If you do want to reset it, you can literally be ready to go in a very short amount of time. So this is very step by step. Mindset, how to get started. There's an AI bot. If you use AI, that's completely free and included. You can use their AI bot, which is like got all the education about this program in it. Everything is recorded. How many of you work during the day? You could never get on a Zoom with me at 10 in the morning, right? You can watch it at 10 at night if you want. Everything is recorded. Now, here is how to go live on TikTok, how to make money with TikTok. That's a way to make money. How to make money on Facebook, how to talk if you've never made money. If you guys spend any amount of time in Messenger, if anybody comes from the MLM world like I do, I'm constantly messaging people. How many of you have been in a message with me today and you're on this call? I'm not afraid. I message on TikTok all the time. Darla's here. Me and Darla have known each other since we was wee bit, right, honey? We talk on Messenger all the time. It teaches you how to do that if you want to resell it, okay? It teaches you how to do Canva, how to do TikTok stories, literally step by step. Now, these videos are not hours long, okay? So maybe you want to do AI photos. I haven't even clicked on this. Here, look, 3 minutes and 4 seconds. You can make an AI twin. Have you guys seen AI twins on the internet? I despise AI. That's just my personal opinion. But if you want to do that kind of stuff, we'll teach you. You can like have an AI twin. So, how to do Amazon reviews. We talked about that on my live this morning. If you have Amazon, you could make money with the products you already have laying around your house. Okay? These videos are not long. Here's a 3-minute video. They will teach you how to make money with Amazon. I don't know how to work my computer. I promise. How to make money with TikTok Shop, letter writing, print on demand. Does anybody know what print on demand is? I'm going to show you that if you want when we're done. How to be a virtual assistant. I have 2 assistants, okay? It's all virtual. Like you could, if you've been a secretary, Darlin, I've been a secretary our whole life. There's a lot of big creators like me that need people to answer their messages, that need people to run their email systems. I pay people to do that stuff for me. This teaches you how to do that. You could just sit in your desk and be an assistant for somebody completely virtual. How to make money with Etsy, affiliate marketing, network marketing. You could create your own digital products, which I have multiple of them and I can talk to you about that. How to make money on Pinterest, YouTube, Faceless, all things credit. I don't know what that is. I haven't even clicked on this stuff. Where's the UGC module? Did I miss it? Oh, UGC revamped. Okay, look, this is what we were talking about. If you do want to use UGC, these videos are not long, and I want to show you where is the list? Here it is. Here are all the These are all the platforms that they teach you and give you. Can you guys see that? These are websites to make money with UGC stuff, which is what we just talked about. This was just, listen, I bought in November and this has been updated twice since I bought 3 months ago. This is a living, breathing, updated program. This is not outdated. This is real life. This lady, Jenna, that's teaching this has made thousands of dollars doing this. I don't know if she's in the millions. I don't know. She doesn't talk about that, or I've never heard her. So, anyways, this community it'll teach you all the things you need to know. And then I want to show you like, can you guys see these little tabs right here? Darla, can you see this stuff right here? So like if you have a question about UGC or if there's a UGC opportunity, you can ask a question. Look, members age 40. 20 hours ago, here is people that are over 40. They want men and women, 40s, 50s, and beyond. And it's a product for a magnesium sleep aid. You buy the product at $32 and they pay you $100 for this cream. Do you guys, they want somebody that's over that age? I don't know if I know how to get out of here. Here we go. Okay, so stuff like that is in here. If you have a question, that lady got her video accepted. There's people in here that ask questions and they get answered. Like this one was 49 minutes ago, so she doesn't have an answer. But look, 3 days ago, here's an opportunity. $500 bonus if you have a pet. Jenna's the lady that did all the teaching. She put this in here. This is the one I talked about in my live the other day. Remember Viral Labs? If you have a dog, they'll pay you $500. Is that what it said? $500 a month to film your dog with their vitamin. Would you guys do that with your dog? So maybe you are on the app. Well, here you go. If you missed it, here's a job. So that's just some of the ways. Make sense? You guys good? Did I lose you? Print on demand. Okay, Savannah, this is print on demand. Can you guys see this? This is a cup that my husband's mother made him. This is supposed to be my dog and my husband. She ordered this from the internet. It says life is better with dogs. There's an entire module that teaches you guys how to do this. Are any of you crafty? Wendy is. I'm not. Sandy is. Sandy works at Hobby Lobby. Tomorrow's her last day. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Tomorrow's Sandy's last day. She's worked at Hobby Lobby 20 years. She's making money on the internet. She's quitting her job. God just worked it all out. There's a whole much more to that, but sometimes God just works it all the time. All the time, God just works it out. All the time. Print on demand. How many of you have ever bought like a bag on the internet that says God is good or a t-shirt? You guys have seen my t-shirts. I wear them all the time. I bought them on the internet. That's print on demand stuff. You can buy that. If you're crafty and you like to do that, I had a guy buy for me on Friday. By Saturday morning, he had a Shopify store. It had cups, it had bags, it had ink pens, and they all had Bible verse on them. And he can share that and people can buy it from him. Those are things that you can learn. It literally walks you through. And I don't know if this makes sense to you, but it does in my head. Every module is taught by somebody else that's an expert in that field. Does that make sense, Pam? So like she made a lot of money with print on demand. So Madison paid her to teach us. And then there's another lady that made a lot of money with Pinterest. So she's the one that did that module. It's not some Joe Schmo that made $5 on that and taught it. It's a different expert with every different opportunity. Okay? Now, if you're in digital marketing, I've made a lot of digital products. If you guys have seen me, I made a $47 YouTube video. How many of you have seen that? If you've seen me on live, okay? I made a video on how to go live better because I go live pretty good. And all of my clients or my customers or my coaching people, right? Rachel and Sandy are in my coaching. They wanted to know, how do you go live? Rachel bugged me forever. How do you do it? What do you do? So I made a YouTube video. It took me 45 minutes. I sell it for $47. I've made $4,000 off of that one 45-minute YouTube video. So, because it teaches you how to go live if you want to go live. So I'm going to give that to you tonight. I'm giving you that for free tonight. If you want to purchase, even if you purchase from Rachel or Sandy, I'm giving you that $47 YouTube video. Okay. Rachel's making Join Brands, which is the app that she showed. And I don't want to, if she wants to talk about it, she's going to give something to you to help you understand that app better for free. Okay. And then I'll tell you one more thing. We're going to give you something else too. But Rachel, I want you, if you want to explain some more about some stuff or answer some questions in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody have questions so far on any of the income streams? So, because the other thing that I wanted was going to talk about really quick with UGC too is I know that because a lot of people are like, well, Rachel, does it require social media? Does it require having to do like TikTok and stuff? And the answer is no. But to give you an example, if you are willing to do stuff like that, so there's a lady that's in Boss Suite. She was in a different program before, didn't make any money with it. She was apparently it wasn't good. But the point is she gets here just to do UGC. You guys, she made one video last week, one video. Okay, 7 seconds. Her face was not seen. She was not talking in the video. All she did was walking up. It was like Target or something. She was walking up to the shelf, pulling off a pillowcase. You guys, she paid her mortgage with that one video. And I'm not going to say everything's going to happen like that. Like she got that opportunity from one of the stuff the coach in here actually brings us opportunities. She got that opportunity from that one she applied for. Okay, so she applied for that, got that job, and she made her mortgage with one video. So that's kind of an idea how it works. There's so many websites here to work with, and Jessica did show you one of those. There's actually at the bottom when she showed that, there's actually another tab. So there's like tabs of different ones you can do. It's crazy. But Travis, you had a question. You want to go real quick?
Sure. Yeah. So sorry, I got cut off a little bit earlier. You know how it
You're
is
good.
out here in Santana, Queen Creek area.
Mm-hmm.
Just the income distribution. How do they do that? Is it like a skylight card? Is it, I mean, how do they deposit once you actually get some sort of income stream coming in?
Yeah, absolutely. So, especially when it comes to UGC, they usually handle those through the app. So, the one that I was showing you, they pay me directly to my PayPal and then I redeem it in my
Nice.
bank account. So, depending on which income stream, like if you choose to sell the class and be an affiliate for it, there's a couple different options that you can choose there too. But mine goes to my bank account. So, usually I feel like it's through PayPal or through your bank account, usually.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sounds pretty easy. And then you guys answered the demographics, product, and everything like that. So Kim, she's a little bit older than I am, so I know that she would be highly focused on things that I know that she would be interested in, or things of her age, or that type of nature. So you guys
Sure.
answered that, so I appreciate it.
You're,
Perfect.
you're what? You're what? Any other questions, Travis?
One of the apps, Travis, that I use is Upwork, and they have to pay you through the app, but I've connected the app through my PayPal. So it's just,
Perfect.
it's just a step process. And it's probably safer to keep it in there because they verify the sellers or the buyers or the people, like.
Yeah, 100% encrypted. So no, that actually works out great. That's awesome. Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate it. Those are the questions I had, but thank you.
Perfect. Okay, taxes. Kelly asked about taxes. Is that the same Kelly that just bought today? Same Kelly? Same Kelly? Taxes are like, have you guys ever had a side hustle or like ever done anything where you had got a W-2 in the mail? I did Pampered Chef, 31, Avon, Mary Kay, Amway. You guys done that stuff? Um, so I would get stuff like that at the end of the year. So you file taxes like you had a second job or like a side hustle. Does anybody have their own business? It's kind of the same thing. Okay. Now, I don't want to scare you, but I have an accountant that's in our community, in my community, that will help you for free. Okay. 1099. Thank you. And she's actually coming. If you guys don't know this already, I'm doing a face-to-face event in Pittsburgh. Rachel and I are going to do it. Sandy's going to be there. Rachel and I are going to coach, and it's going to be in May. We're going to do a digital marketing face-to-face event. But my accountant's in California, and she's coming all the way from California to help everybody that comes to that face-to-face event. So there's a lot. We do calls with her. It's just a layer to help you. Okay. It's a layer to help you so you're not alone because it's intimidating, isn't it? What if Pam comes and starts making a crap ton of money? She's going to need help, right? So we have that at your fingertips. We have help. Make sense? Dee Dee, if there's any other expenses, no. You don't need a domain. You don't need a website. You can get Stan and Beacon for free if you want, and you can literally hit the ground running. You do not need to buy anything else. There's no training fees. There's no nothing. Nothing. I don't know if you can use Cash App to buy the program. Is that what you mean? Darla, I don't know what you mean. If you want to come up, you guys can raise your hand if you have a question. Um, Listen, as plainly as possible, I've been in a lot of programs, and I have ladies that are on here that have been in programs with me that didn't do well and didn't want to do that or didn't want to go live or didn't want to make videos and they're winning here, right? With TikTok Shop or they're getting brand deals. Um, and that to me is what it's about. I want to help you buy groceries. I want to help you pay your rent. Bottom line. Whatever that looks like for you, because it's not going to look like the same, right? How many of you think that you could buy this and start going live like me and Rachel do? Does that make you want to cringe? Okay, you do not have to do that. Rachel, do you want to answer some of those questions?
The one that you said with Cash App to get paid, that I don't believe so. For most of these things, it's going to be usually through like PayPal. Some of them even do, what was the other one? Stripe. That's another one you could get paid for, like if you're going to do affiliate. So that's another one. You use cash to buy Boss Suite Lite. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can do that to buy it. Let's see if there's the other one. You're okay with going live and showing your face. Didi, and that's awesome. Like if you can, go live and do that kind of things, or if you want to tie UGC with TikTok, like that's another way, a really good way to bring in an income. I mean, just like I said with the lady that literally paid her mortgage with one video. It's that kind of thing. Hook them together, right? My recommendation. Let me see, what was the other one?
Sorry, I had to tell my girl good night. She's tired. I hope you
Yes.
guys are cool about that. Didi's okay with going live over. Darla, you mean what? On Wednesdays I teach, I just like coach and help. Really, like if you start, you need to pick one thing, right? Like maybe you want to do Amazon reviews. I would not do like Amazon reviews and TikTok shop and try to resell the course and do UGC. So when people buy and they're confused and they don't know where to start, I'm like, there's a quiz in the beginning and you answer a bunch of questions and it helps you decide which way would be best for you. And then you have us. And we're like, why don't you stick with one thing? And as long as I've been in digital marketing and now in this program, I think when we start slow, we tend not to get overwhelmed. And the people inside of Boss Suite, they all say the same thing. Man, there's so much in here. I don't know where to start. That's what I hear the most of. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? I love questions. I want you, that's why we're here. No question is a silly question, right? Okay, so if you want to start tonight, you can do Boss Suite on a payment plan. Okay, anybody need payment plans? I've lived that way my entire life, on a budget, on a payment plan. You can do payment plans with Afterpay and Klarna. They're both, I think, as low as $50, $52. One of them's $55 a month. I'm talking about Boss Suite. So the big program is called Boss Suite. Okay, there's two different ones. Boss Suite is $597 and it has 20 modules. It's the one that I showed you. Make sense? It's a one-time purchase. There's no fees ever again. On the big program tonight, Rachel and I are giving you $50 cash back before midnight and our two freebies before midnight. It's 9:15 in West Virginia, so you got 3 hours. Okay? $50 through PayPal, my TikTok training for free, and Rachel's Join Brands training. If that makes sense, shake your head. There's a smaller program that's Boss Suite Lite. It's a baby program. It has 7. The big program has 20. The small program has 7. It's $277. The freebies and the cashback are not offered on the small program tonight, only the big program. Got it? That's what I don't want you to wait. Didi, I don't want you to watch me another 2 years. Okay? You'll come in here, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And you're going to message me and be like, all right, well, let's start with this. What interests you? What excites you? What would you like to do first? Savannah is very crafty. I think she'd be great with print on demand. She's a piano teacher. She could do some piano stuff with like Bible verses on it. I think she'd be great at that. Me, no. The Lord blessed us all with different gifts. And I think that's why I'm so passionate about Boss Suite, Rachel, is because there's so much in there. It's just not a one thing. That's what I love about it so much. So, tell me if you guys have questions. Off mute, raise your hand, wave at me, I'll unmute you. I don't want to keep you. We've already been on 45 minutes.
I did have one question for everybody.
Perfect.
Okay. Of the income streams that we've already talked about, what already could you see yourself doing? Put in the chat, whether it's UGC, Amazon reviews, letter writing, right? You could literally write 2 sentences on an index card. We're going to teach you how to do that. Write to companies. You could literally write 20 in a day and make $2,000 in a month. Obviously, that income stream takes 3 to 4 months to get a drop, but it's that kind of thing. So what income stream so far that we've talked about seems more interesting to you, or seeing something that you could do? Put in the chat. So UGC or TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay. Boss Suite, UGC reviews. I love that. Like, you guys can already see yourself doing it. Right. And the thing is that Jessica and I talk about all the time, you guys, we didn't get this so that we could, buy a Land Rover tomorrow. We got this so we could help pay our bills. We got this so that we could help pay our mortgage, like most of us already talked about. Pay that car payment, pay the mortgage, whatever it is. We got this to help us with our bills. And it's drastically flipped our life upside down. As you can see, both of us have been completely changed since being here. Like both of us hit our biggest months yet just because of what's here. Okay. And again, I'm not gonna tell everybody like, oh, you make thousands of dollars overnight, because that's most likely not going to happen. But what it is going to do is it's going to help pay your bills. Okay. But you gotta have a desire to get in there and start learning and pick an income stream and go at it. And yes, can you do several at one time? Yes, you can. We always recommend start with one so you don't get overwhelmed. But there is several options, obviously like 20 that you could do.
And some people are going to pick it up a lot faster than me. And like Travis and his wife, there's a men's module coming this month, and there's an Instagram module. So like if you have a spouse, you guys could do different things and you could learn different things and then shoot ideas off of each other and do it together. The creator's husband actually makes money on YouTube, and that's what he teaches. So like there's a lot out there. There's a lot of stuff inside of this. Good, good. Okay. So tell me who's signing up tonight, because I need to know if you're going to get the freebies and the $50 off. Um, Amazon reviews. I know I want to do Amazon reviews, but it's about balance. Amen. Anybody else about balance? You got life and all the things. And as you can see, I'm here and I just didn't even get to tuck my daughter in. Sometimes it happens that way. It's about balance, right? It's about balance. Balance. Okay. So get back with us tonight before midnight if you're ready to start. Hey, Louise. And we'll get you our link. If you are on our email list or TikTok, they're on all of that. And get your butts in here. Okay? Okay? All right. I'll see you soon.